Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is zsl Fixed Checkpoint Track Review Part 2, and we start with Help Me Find My Mouse by Vortex, and really interesting track with several quite challenging lines and probably small speed checks if you're not really good at driving or steering in zsl. So the first uphill near the checkpoint 3 could be considered as a speed check if you do it badly. All other part not really hard, I guess, well, at least for me. Oh, and yes, let's help Vortex find his mouse, because I didn't saw it. Lava Power by Diabler. Oh, yet another really colorful track and a really interesting technical, I would say, because there's a lot of really narrow gap where you need to drive really close. I really love these elements after checkpoint 2 near checkpoint 3 where the fan push you upward on an uphill. It's really interesting and fun, and also it's not my best attempt, but it's definitely my best and funniest finish, so that's why I left it here. I really enjoying to drive this track and try to grind a better time. Moonlit Malachite Mine by Lexer. So I said previously that I play several tracks from Lexer, and this is interesting technical track from Lexer. He built it, I believe, in his style, well, at least when I play his track, not on the FL team, they look quite similar, but this one was slightly easier, maybe because he was trying to aim for zsl to build something not really hard, with no really hard speed checks, just normal, fun and interesting track. Citrus Twist by DDD Nana. Fast technical track with really interesting lines and several hard twists. Surprisingly, I found out on this track that the intuitive line which I probably choose in usual way just to be closer to the center of gravity and take lower line won't help me on this track, and I definitely need to go higher before checkpoint 4 just to have enough speed to do the last uphill to the finish as a speed check. But maybe it's just my problem because I'm not the best player and I couldn't have enough speed to do it correctly. So maybe you can take a lower line, but it's not always work. Nothing strange here, right guys? Guys, by Eogene. Well, only strange things that I found that basically it's a winter map in a summer, and that's it, I guess. And there's a lot of ice. Other than that, it's quite nice track with quite a lot of decoration, houses and other stuff, so you can done it easily. The one major problem is here is U-turn near the end before checkpoint 4, so you need to know about it and you need to aim slightly left to go correctly on this barrier right to not lose wheels. So yeah, fun icy track. Spearmint by Kerncop and Saint Nicholas. And I definitely feel all these Kerncop lines. Really interesting use of ice and lines with it that you probably can do different turns and it can help you and can destroy you. Probably some drivers can use small inner wall ride after checkpoint 2, but you need to have a lot of skill. I'm not of such guys. And really interesting fast finish. I consider this is a really nice and not really hard track. Hope Kerncop didn't do just decock. Don't Look Back in Anger by Icarus. I love such type of tracks with all these line guidelines, transitions. It's like technical downhill track and it's all about line. There is no really hard elements. It's just doing uphills with correct amount. You have enough speed to react on all changes on the road. So nice. Something Off by Hate Hater. Because of all this hard jump and several sharp turn with transition and bend turns, I would say this is quite hard track, and jump near the checkpoint 3, I would say one of the hardest point on this track, because you need to be straight. If you go left right, there's enough room to fall off from the track and start over. Tattooine by Owl, Leg, Poop Sheriff and Bamboozler. Well, I found this track quite hard because of some lines and jumps and transition from the wall ride on into the jump, where again you need to be precise to not hit inside of the house, and transition from the loop, you need to know that you need to go like left to not fall off. And probably the finish outer corkscrew are also could be quite challenging, but still feel nice. Rooted Outlook by Codwalt. And well, this is interesting track because I finished it like from second attempt because I didn't saw the guideline on the first jump, and probably I was lucky to have all this jump, all transition right and correct and not fell off. But when I played, I feel that it's quite challenging, and I drive each time like feeling that I'm driving on an edge and could crash somewhere, but it didn't happen and I still got my average gold medal result. So yeah, really nice track with this interesting feeling, so good job. Gartengitter by Renergy, and I found this track really hard, especially the jump from the first checkpoint into the second. Even if you use all these guideline dots, it still not give you full expected result, because you can be slightly slower, slightly faster, and in both these cases you will ruin your speed before the next jump. You won't have enough of it and you will need to start over. So you need to be really ideal on this line, which is quite hard. But after the jump, there wasn't any other hard elements, so yeah, just be careful on the last jump and cruising to the finish. Blasphemous by Ajax. I know that Ajax built a lot of different maps for zsls, and I really wonder why he built so really damn hard track. It has a lot of precise jump, it has a lot of really bad speed checks, and there is still some lack of science. So my attempt was the best attempt that I could done for 7 minutes, and then it just get worse. So as you can see, all this transition by the flash, it works like ice, and it's really hard to drive. I know, yeah, there's several players who will be gladly to do these challenging tracks, but it's definitely not for ZSL. Most of the people will be really confused with this track, lack of science, lack of, I don't know, speedsters to give you enough speed to finish the track. So very hard track. ZSL's The Ancient My Z1 Guy. Well, pretty long and pretty stacked track in terms of amount of elements. It's like 3997 or something like that, so I believe it will be slightly harder for players who have weak PC. As of track, some techniques I really enjoyed, I really love it, they was nice. Two things that I was really bad at it transition to the checkpoint 2. I was really bad to find the perfect line there. And second thing, it's the pipe itself, because of it's all gray, you don't know where it's going. So I do it like from second or third time because I was crashing in this pipe like a couple times. After that, there's like one straightforward jump with a booster, nothing really hard and special, so you just go into the finish. Rocky Mountain Trail by Lazy Echidna, and well, this is not a really fast track, but pretty technical one. You need to do the really perfect lines to not hit all these rocks, all walls, but as I said, it's more technical, not speedy track, so you have plenty of time to react on all changes on the track, and yeah, it feels nice, so I really enjoy to play it. The only thing that probably could be hard, it's the last uphill U-turn into the finish. It could be considered as a small speed check, but well, I've done it each time, so I really don't know. The Mountains by Ben Irgendwas. And yet another really hard track with a lot of blind jump, blind turn, really hard transitions and speed checks. After the first checkpoint, you need to be really precise to jump. You need to have at least 125 with arms up or 130 without it, and you need to aim, but it's basically blind. Then to the checkpoint 2, the same blind jump with a lot of blind over jumps. So I would say it's the premise of this track, and honestly I wanted that there was some kind of mod that show how many attempts after doing before he do his lap time. But back to the track, jump to the third checkpoint are also there is no signs, you don't need to know where you need to do the arms up or how you need to do them. Slightly blind yellow pipe, which also not really like seen, and then really big jump into the checkpoint 4 and finish, where you also need to aim and you can fail it almost near the end, and this is more than 1 minute track, so really hard. Okay guys, thanks for watching part 2 for ZSL, slightly longer, but well, it is what it is. So thanks for watching, leave likes, leave your comments what your favorite tracks, and see you on ZSL. Bye!